first graders. I'm going to read you the story today. Have you filled a bucket today? And some of you in Argonne got to hear me read this on the first week of school, but since then we've had a lot of new students begin, and I also think it's a great book for everybody to get a refresher on. And the reason why we're reading this is because Basis Scottsdale Primary West is a bucket filling school. So all of your teachers may refer to bucket filling when they're feeling happy and you're giving them good thoughts. Or you can be a bucket dipper, and that's when you're taking away the good thoughts and feelings that others have. So I'm going to read you this book. Again, it's one of our favorites for the whole school. Have you filled a bucket today? By Carol McCloud, illustrated by David Messing. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have buckets. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. Other people can fill your bucket, and you can fill theirs. You can fill your own bucket too. So, how do you fill a bucket? Does anybody remember how to be a bucket filler? Let's see. You fill a bucket when you show someone love, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says and does nice things to make others feel special. When you treat others with kindness and respect, you fill their buckets. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's bucket dipping. Bullying is bucket dipping. When you hurt others, you dip into their bucket. You will dip into your own bucket too. Oh no, look at these pictures. What's happening? They're making fun of her. This boy is not keeping his hands to himself, and he's taking from his bucket. If you're pushing someone, that's really making them feel sad. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They may think that they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You will never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. Look it, he thought it would make him happy to push and bully that boy, but it didn't. It actually made him still feel pretty bad. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. So look, if you're being kind to others, that fills your bucket. because it makes you happy to make your friends happy, or your family members, or your teachers. It could be anybody. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets with joy. Oh, I'm sure your parents would love to talk to you, and you can fill their buckets. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. Be kind to somebody. You could write a thank you note to one of your teachers. You could tell your grandpa that you like spending time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. And then look, it helps fill your bucket too. It makes you happy when you're kind. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places for all. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. And look at everybody's buckets are being filled because their school is full of kind students. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? What do you think? Did you do anything kind to fill somebody's bucket today? Think about it. Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. The end. So make sure that you try to fill your bucket and the people around you's buckets, your friends, your family, your teachers, everyone in your class by being kind and respectful and raising your hand. So I hope you enjoyed that book, first graders. We will keep talking about bucket filling all year long.